What are you going to do when your citrus trees are hit by a few days of frost? There are three important things that you have to keep in mind. But before I go through those three important things, let me show you what's happened to my citrus trees here in our backyard. The first thing you are going to notice is the canopy of the tree. Look at the top portion of the tree. You can see that the outer branches have a lot of frost damage. You have dried leaves actually burnt by frost, and there are stems over there that are very young but are now drying up. The worst part of this is, of course, the fruit that's badly burnt by the frost. Not only the small ones, but you would also have a bit larger ones. Thankfully, with some of these, they have survived so far, and I'm still keeping my fingers crossed because we're still in the middle of winter and we just might expect more frost. And look, the smaller fruit are worst affected by the frost. That's our lemon tree. Moving over to our grapefruit tree, well, you could see the same effect with the top of the tree. The leaves are yellowing and curling because it's all frozen during frosty mornings. There's a survivor, even if it's at the top of the tree. This is really sad because this is my pomelo tree and it already bore fruit last year. But look, with the new fruit that has developed, this is really badly damaged by the frost. This is our lemon tree. Also, a lot of damage there. There are a few of the larger ones that have survived so far, like over there. But basically, the whole tree would have sad leaves that way. Most of the tree, because you have a few branches here that are still thriving. Moving over to our lime tree. Again, the tops have been badly affected. Although you might think that this one is inside the canopy or underneath other branches, they still were badly affected by the frost. Although there are a few that have survived. Look, survived so far because we're still expecting frost in the coming weeks. And that's our lime tree. Surprisingly, we have our mandarin tree. This one here is not frost cover, but it's just netting protection from the birds. It has survived so far, and not much of the canopy has been affected. I'm not sure if it's because of this net, or I'm suspecting it's because it's right beside our pond. I will talk about that in the next video when you have a body of water right beside your plants during winter. So far, this is a happy note in the midst of all the frost that we have been getting. Now let's talk about what you need to do when you notice frost damage all over your citrus trees. Number one, no matter how much you are tempted to do so, do not cut off the stems and branches that are affected by the frost. If you're expecting a lot more frost, at least the damage of the frost is already there. It will serve actually as part of the protective cover for the rest that has still not been affected by the frost. Keep them on the tree until the last day of frost, which would be mid to late spring. I know it wouldn't look really nice, but at least your other fruit and your tree will be protected from further damage. The second thing you have to remember is plants will cope better if they are watered right before the frost hits. So the next thing that you're going to do is mulch thickly around your tree and make sure the mulch doesn't touch the trunk of the tree. If your citrus trees have been affected by the frost for several days, it's a good idea to check the fruit on your tree. Check that they are still firm, and if they are squishy, it is best that you pick them and chuck them in the bin. Do not leave them on the tree because it's going to rot and it's going to badly affect the tree itself. So try as much as possible to inspect your fruit. If you feel that they are already soft, it is best that you remove them and chuck them in the bin. Like this one as well. Winter season this year has not been very kind to our citrus trees, but what do? That's nature for you. I cannot be sad about how it's affecting our citrus trees very badly, but there's still hope. Regardless of what's happening in our garden right now, I still have hope that we would have a little bit of harvest here and there. But if not, I'm looking forward to the next season and the season after that. That's how gardeners are. We think that we're going to live forever. If you're interested in anything gardening, pond keeping, or suburban life here in Australia, please subscribe to my channel. There are a lot more videos to come. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.